Hi guys, welcome back. In this video tutorial, I am going to explain what is auto-wired annotation in Spring. So before starting this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel and like these videos. This will motivate me to create more videos for you. So let's start our discussion. What is auto-wired annotation in Spring? In Spring framework, dependency injection is performed by using this auto-wired annotations. It binds a class or bean object with its appropriate reference variable at runtime. So in Spring Boot, we achieve dependency injection by using these auto-wired annotations. What is dependency injection? Dependency injection is injecting a class or bean object with its appropriate reference variable at runtime, or we can say binds a class object with its appropriate variable at runtime is called dependency injection. So there are many ways to achieve auto wiring in Spring. So what are those ways? So first way is by type. It binds the class object with its reference variable by using the bean or class type. This is the default functionality of Spring framework that is used always to bind a reference variable with its matching class object only. So this is the default one which Spring Boot use to binds a object with its reference variable, and this way is called binding by type. So let's open our Eclipse. So this is the Spring Boot project which I have created, and this is our controller class. And this is our service package, and inside this service package I have created this interface calculate area, and this interface having one abstract method, that is find area, and this is the one class calculate rectangle area which implements this calculate area interface. So as you know, if we implement any interface, then the implemented class need to define the body of the abstract method of interface. So in interface we have this find area method. So here I have given the body of this find area method. It just return a string only. So these are the few classes which I am going to use in this example. So if I run this project, then what happen? Let's see. Run as Java application. Yes, our application is started at port number 8080. So here in this controller class I have created this get mapping method, and here I have just auto wired this interface, and by using the reference variable I am calling that find area method and returning that string only. Okay, so let's run this. So here this is the URL which we required, localhost 8080/get area. Just hit this send button. So as we can see, calling find area method of class calculate rectangle area, it means it just calling this method. So this string we are returning from this calculate rectangle area. So this is the default functionality of the Spring Boot for dependency injection. Like this is the not a simple class, it is a interface. So Spring already know that we cannot create an object of interface, so it search a class which implementing this interface. So this is the class which implemented this interface. Like this in diagram we can see byType. So this is the heap memory area, and inside this heap memory area we have this calculate rectangle area object. This is the object of this calculate rectangle area class, and here we are trying to bind this calculate area reference variable with this object. So there is no issue, it just simply binds that this object with this reference variable. Okay, this is called auto wiring by type. So this is all about auto wiring by type. So now let's move to our next. The next way is auto wiring by name. In this case, it uses the name of the reference variable to bind the object and resolve the conflict. So here what it is mentioned to resolve a conflict. So first there should be a conflict, then only it will resolve. But in this situation we can see there is no conflict, because this is the reference variable, and this is the only class which implement that interface. So for each time when we try to auto wire this interface, then it just map the object of this class with this interface reference variable. Okay, so what happen if I implement this interface here also? So this is the another class which name is calculate square area. So now it's also implementing this calculate area interface. So here what is there? Add an implemented method. Okay, so I have already implemented this method, I just need to uncomment this. Yes, so now calculate square area is also implementing this calculate area interface, and here this class also define the body of this abstract method find area. It is just returning calling find area method of class calculate square area. So guys, now we have two class which implementing the same interface. First class is calculate rectangle area and second class is calculate square area. Both this class implementing the same interface. So now this time if we try to bind or auto wire this interface here, so what will happen? It will gives an exceptions. Okay, what? But two were found. Required a single bean, but two found. You can see here what it is mentioning in description. So for this reference variable we required only one bean, but it is finding two eligible bean which can be mapped with this reference variable. What are those two beans? So in this diagram we can see, in this block diagram we can see in heap memory there are two objects which are created. First object is calculate rectangle area and second object is calculate square area. So these are the two objects which are eligible to bind with this reference variable. Okay, so in this time what we can do, we can use auto wiring by name. So here we are doing auto wiring, so we can use auto wiring by name. So for this we just need to change the reference variable only. Okay, so go into the refactor and rename this reference variable, calculate rectangle area. So here guys, whenever I just save my class, my this Spring Boot application will auto restart, because I have added DevTool dependency in the pom.xml file. So you can see I just saved the class, and this now the error will gone. My application is started at port 8080. So this is called auto wiring by name, because I am using the name or name of the reference variable to which class I want to bind. So this is the class for which I want to bind. So I have just keep the name of this reference variable, calculate rectangle area. So this is called auto wiring by name. So now if I run this class, yes, our project started. So just I want to check this URLs from this postman, clear console and hit the URL. So you can see calling find area method by method of class calculate rectangle area. Okay, it is calling this method of calculate rectangle area. So what happen if I change the variable name? Let's do it. So now I am changing the variable name to calculate square area. Okay, previously it was calculate rectangle area. So go to the refactor and rename is calculate square area. Okay, and just save our project, and this restarted again. So now let's hit the URL. Here what is mentioning, it is calling calculate rectangle area find area method. Now hit the URL, and you can see that it is mentioned here calling find area method of class calculate square area. Okay, so now it is calling the find method of calculate square area, because it binds this reference variable with the object of this calculate square area class. Here we can see, here we are using the variable name calculate rectangle area, then it's bind this reference variable with the object of this calculate rectangle area class. So this is all about auto wiring by name. Okay, and so what is the next type? Next type is add qualifier. We can use this annotation to resolve the ambiguity which occurs during object binding. So in previous case we saw that there will be ambiguity because there are two objects which are eligible to binds with a single reference variable. So here same case here, how we can resolve those conflict by using add qualifier annotations. Let's say in heap memory two objects are available which are eligible to bind with a single reference variable. By using add qualifier annotation we can resolve this ambiguity problem. Okay, so in previous case for resolving the ambiguity problem we are using byName, but now in this case we are going to use add qualifier annotations to remove the conflict. Okay, so here the name is not matter here. Okay, when we are using add qualifier, so what should we do? We need to add one annotation here. What is this annotation? Add qualifier. Okay, and we need to provide a name here, so we can see rectangle area. Okay, let's stop this program. Yeah, so I have declared this annotation here, add qualifier, and I have given one name, rectangle area. So them the same things I need to put here also. Okay, because this is the variable which I need to bind there. 1 minute. Yes, so same things I need to put here also. Okay, yes, so here I am trying to resolve the conflict by using add qualifier annotations. So let's run this application, run as Java application. And hit the URL again. So this time it is calling find area method of class calculate rectangle area. Okay, it is calling this method of class calculate rectangle area because I am using add qualifier annotations here, and I am mapping the same annotations with this reference variable. We can use more than one qualifier annotations here also. So for this class also, if I want, I can use add qualifier annotations. Okay, and I am giving one name here, suppose square area. Okay, so suppose if I want to bind this object with this reference variable, so what I need to do? Just I need to use add qualifier square area here. So this time it will bind this reference variable with calculate square area object. Yes, my program restarted again. So let's check this, hit that get area URL, and you can see calling find area method of class calculate square area. So this is add qualifier annotation. Now move to the, in this block diagram also it is clearly visible that there are two objects which are available in heap memory, and these both two objects are eligible to bind with this single reference variable because these two classes have implemented the same calculate area interface. But how we can resolve the conflict? We can resolve it by using add qualifier annotations. So for this calculate area class, I am using this add qualifier annotations, and the same annotations I am using here before this reference variable. So in this way we can resolve the conflict. This is the third way through which we can resolve the conflict. What is the fourth way? Fourth way is by using add primary annotations. If we want to give one implementation priority over all other implementation, then you can use these annotations. Suppose you have one interface and there are 2 class or 10 classes which implement that interface. Okay, so whenever you try to auto-wire that interface, then all the classes which implemented this interface are eligible to bind with this reference variable. So definitely there should be a conflict. Okay, so how we can remove this conflict? First, remove this qualifier annotations. So we can remove this conflict by using add primary annotations. Suppose we want to make this class as a primary class to binds with calculate area reference variable. Add primary. Okay, so we just need to use this add primary annotations here. It means we are giving the priority of this class to binds with this reference variable. So my program restarted again, so we can check it. So let's open this and hit this and clear console and hit the URL. So we can see calling find area method of class calculate rectangle area. It is binding the object of calculate rectangle area class with this reference variable, this interface reference variable, because here we are using this add primary annotation. So if we want to bind this class, so what we need to, we just need to add primary here. Okay, so this time this class will bind at this reference variable calculate area. Okay, what is happening? Let's restart it. Yes, program restarted at port number 8080. So now this find area method will call. We can check, just hit this URL and we can see calling find area method of class calculate square area. So in this block diagram also we can see these are the two object available in heap memory. So for this object we are using add primary annotation. So this object is eligible for binding with this reference variable. So this is all about the auto-wired annotations in Spring framework. Thank you for watching this video.